tab where we can create the policies. The location of them is under policy, application policies. And we have all the prerequisites configured and in place, but let me show you how we can create the application policies at the first step. Add policy is where we can create the policies at demo ATX, because this is an ATX we are doing. There are two types of application policies that we can create, wired and wireless. If you are trying to associate a application to a wireless, we should be able to allocate that to the SSIDs. But in this demo, we are looking at how wired applications are created. So first things first, we need to assign the application policies to the sites. And the way we do that is click on the sites here and select the location where we want to assign the sites to. Let's pull in all California here. So edit the scope. California is where I want to select, probably San Francisco, all California, and save. Like set this, we have an default queuing profiles that come with the Cisco DNA Center. If anything needs to be customized, we should be able to add the policies here and customize the values as per the network scenario. The next one is the SP profiles, which includes the DSCP bandwidth value. Any customization that is required can be done and saved as well. So we are walking through how the default ones can be applied to the devices, and so this is how we do that. Now the categorization of the applications is talked about, which include the business relevant, default, and business irrelevant. These tabs can be flipped around between the groups as per the requirements of the environments. It's just a drag and drop. And because of the number of applications that are available out there, we have categorized them under more specific categories they belong to. Like all my server based authentication related services go under authentication services. Likewise, if you're talking about any gaming applications, all of them go under gaming applications. Now in a site, we have identified applications that are local to that network. We should be also be able to create custom applications, and the way we do that is add an application name, demo 1, 2, 3 probably. So these are custom applications local to the customer environment and can be assigned can be categorized as per the networks. We have already configured 2 applications and application sets. I'll walk you through them. So under application set, we call in the applications that were created. So once these custom applications are created, we should be able to see them under the unassigned application sets. Here we have 2 application sets, and for example, if my CSTA application set is my business relevant category, I just need to drag and drop. If my CTSA one is business irrelevant, for suppose, I just can drag and drop here. Now, so these applications that are created are already associated to the sites, though. So once I deploy it, it should be able to, DNS Center will be able to push out to all the devices that fall in these sites. So let's go ahead. Likewise, any other feature, we should be able to deploy them now or schedule for a later time. If we deploy and apply now, before that, we should be able to preview the application and make sure all the configuration looks good. If there are any changes that needs to be done, we can go back to changing them. Pre-check is what is going to tell us if any device has the application, is capable of getting the application or not. And the next important one I would like to talk about here is let's go ahead and go back to where my first device was already configured. So we have a policy AU application policy that's already configured. Now, if I have multiple versions of this, we should be able to check the history and compare my current application version to the old one, or compare the or roll back to the previous version for whatever reason. If I find my latest version is not the one that I want to deploy, we should have that options here, because there's only one version of this. We're not able to see that, but if we have multiple versions, we should be able to compare the two versions, earlier version rolled out and the current version, and all as well, include as well roll back to the previous version if any. I believe I've covered important points with respect to application policy. Yep. Yeah, I think that covers it all. Edward, back to
Sure.
you.
No, that's excellent, and that your point on policy history, I think it's good one. I like that one.
Sure.